right, beautiful people. So today we're talking about unit rate again. Our essential question is, how do we find a unit rate? So we talked yesterday about what a unit rate was. How do we find it? So our key concept here is when you're looking for the unit rate, you're going to use division. You're going to just divide one of the numbers by the other. Okay, and I suggest, because it's a key concept, you put some stars next to it. Okay, so when we are looking for unit rate, the operation we're using is division. Okay, we're dividing. So let's use it with a few examples. All right, so my problem is about hot cocoa. So when I'm making hot cocoa, I use 6 tablespoons of cocoa for every 3 cups of water. What is the unit rate? Okay, so I use 6 tablespoons for 3 cups of water. So the unit rate is asking me, what if I only want to use 1 cup of water? How many tablespoons of cocoa? So 3 cups of water is 6 tablespoons. So I take the 6 tablespoons over water. I take the 6 tablespoons over 3 cups of water and I divide. Okay, 6 divided by 3 is 2. So this means I use 2 tablespoons cocoa for 1 cup of water. Okay. So again, all I did was I took the number and divided it by the other. So if I'm looking at this as a story problem, here's 1, 2, 3 cups of cocoa. I use 6 tablespoons altogether. So how many have to be in each of these cups of cocoa if I use only 6 altogether? Well, if I use 6 altogether, then I can only have 2 tablespoons of cocoa in each cup, which means 2 tablespoons of cocoa for 1 cup, which is exactly the rate that I found when I divided. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, so this one is, I travel 150 miles in 3 hours. What's the unit rate? So for this one, the unit rate is about the speed limit, how fast I was going on average. So if I traveled 150 miles in 3 hours, what is the unit rate? So again, I'm thinking about miles and I'm thinking about hours. Okay. So 150 miles in 3 hours. I'm going to divide, just like the key concept tells me to. I take 150 divided by 3. Now, I don't know that off the top of my head, so I'm going to do some math over here. 150 divided by 3. 3 doesn't go into 1. 3 goes into 15 5 times. I have 0 left over. 3 goes into 0 0 times. So that's going to equal 50. So the answer is, I drive 50 miles per hour, okay, or 50 miles in 1 hour. Okay, so that's my answer right here. And I did it by dividing. That's literally all I'm doing, is I'm dividing. Okay, let's try another example, but I'm going to start it on a new page. So make sure you pause this and you get down all of the examples. All right, so this one is, at the grocery store, I buy 4 pounds of tomatoes for $3.88. What is the price per pound? Now, this one did not ask me for the unit rate, but it does say price per pound. This translates to unit rate, okay? Because it uses that keyword that we talked about yesterday, the per, which means out of 1 for every 1. So I'm looking for the price for 1 pound of tomatoes. Price per pound. So this time it has price first. So I'm going to put the price on top and I'm going to put the poundage on the bottom. So I'm going to write $3.88, 4 pounds. Okay. Notice in the last 2 examples, I had it in the same order as the original question, but this one, because the question is asking price per pound, I switched the order. I want to make sure that I keep it in the same order as the question is asking. Okay. So then this is going to be division again. And I'm going to divide 388 divided by 4. Okay, and I can do this by hand or on a calculator, and I'll show by hand in the next video.